Hi everyone and welcome back to this week's episode of JDP's Questions, Wings and Things. This week we have Nic Blair. He was the original founder of Search Factory and also 2019 Australia Entrepreneur of the Year. Let's see how this boy goes. Nic, pleasure to have you here today. Welcome to JDP's Questions, Wings and Things, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That was relatively impromptu-ish, short notice. Only about a week ago we were reaching out to you, and thank you for making it in today.
Yeah, that's okay. As soon as I got the message, I was excited. I love hot ones, so I'm interested in taking this challenge. Right,
okay. I said this last week. Without further ado, pick your first gluten-free chicken tender.
So you reckon this is the worst one?
No, that want to get you started, that want to get you going. So tell us what attracted you to start your own business. We'll go back to 2011.
You're right.
We'll go with the Search Factory component. So what was it that compelled you to actually go down that route?
So I guess I've always been pretty entrepreneurial.
Yep.
I shouldn't have eaten so much in one go. I was digital marketing executive at Flight Centre. I'm already blowing it, first one.
It is, it pinches the vocal cords.
Really
it actually gives you a bite on that as well.
Yeah, I was at Flight Centre.
Yes.
Could see a transition from SEO to looking for in-house teams, high quality tactics, that weren't black hat, likely to be penalised by Google. And so for me, that was the opportunity to launch Search Factory and target that medium to large clients who had big budgets, wanted proper SEO, not some quick, cheap tactics that were targeting small businesses. And yeah, kind of quit my job there and launched SF.
Brilliant. I noticed you had kind of a ready-made client base to a degree as well, contacts in the market, etc.
I went to my boss at the time and I said, hey, look, I want to start a search agency, do my own thing.
Yep.
Would you be interested in me reducing my hours here and and working?
How cool was that?
Taking you guys on potentially as a client, start my business. But they said no.
So, I was expecting yes.
No, I didn't get a yes. I thought, look, I'm gonna quit, give 6 weeks notice.
Yep.
Start this business anyway, and then I'm gonna have my best attempt at trying to actually get them on board as clients anyway. So quit, and then using my contacts in Flight Centre, sort of ran around to the different brands and managed to line a couple of them up as clients before I left. And so
that kind of paved the way.
Yeah, basically started with some pretty big brands as my clients, which no doubt helped, with winning new business after that.
Love it. Second one, mate.
Until I take the second one.
Second one, okay. So when you founded Search Factory, and subsequently, I know that Mike, grab a bite.
Yeah, sorry.
How can I forget that? and you subsequently got Mike on board as well, Mike Bell.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet initially?
Yeah, so we met at university. I guess we both had pretty similar interests, drives, passions, and when you meet someone like that, it's kind of always inevitable that you're going to stay in touch and do something together.
Completely agree.
My first businesses that we started over 2008 and 2009, those first kind of like 10 or so failures that we had over those 2 years is actually Michael and I. So then when I started Search Factory, I always I'd been speaking to him about what I was doing and things like that. And so, I think I started the business in May 2011 and then had spoken to Michael about coming on board. And by March 2012, he came on board, became a partner shortly after. And then, we have a really complementary skill set. His sales and networking and business development acumen, I guess, and my skill set was always in the operations and managing clients and the technical aspects. So two of us together obviously makes a really good combo. So, and also, it's great for us to have another crack at it together, after a whole bunch of failures, and it's so rewarding, I think, for both of us to have done that together, as opposed to separately.
Love it. No, I love it, mate. How are you going with that? I'm sweating off this.
Oh,
I got back from a walk around the city a minute ago. That was probably my Achilles heel there from a perspiration perspective.
I think, like you said earlier, I think the first one's the worst one, and then now my mouth is just numb and burning. So I think from here, this is going to stay the same, isn't it?
This one's darker and stodgier. Right over it. Good on you, mate. What advice would you offer to anyone that has a business? It doesn't have to be similar to Search Factory, but what advice would you give anyone that's looking to scale towards acquisition?
The first thing is you need to know your numbers, really well.
Yeah.
So one thing that we did in our business, for example, is we started to reach that point where you had people who said that they were flat out, but weren't managing the amount of revenue that they should have been on paper.
Yep.
And so then we started time tracking and doing things like that. So not just understanding our P&L, but understanding down to client profitability, over-servicing, under-servicing, all the rest of it, because then you start to understand, okay, if I hire another person, what does that look like, and fill them up, what does that look like to my profit margins and that sort of stuff. And I think the other thing is you also need to be aware of who may acquire you. You know, who is that going to be? How do I appeal to that market or those potential businesses that are going to acquire you? Because some people have a business idea or a business that they've built and they want to, they want to get bought out. Yeah. But they haven't even thought about who would be the type of people to acquire them. You know, so if I build a great business, someone will buy me, but you have to align and fit with another business for that to happen in most cases. Perfect. How are you going with that? Good. Yeah, I'm getting through it now. It's getting easier.
I'm loving your work, mate. You grab your fourth piece there. It's a bit cliche. It's a bit cliche, but we're going to go on the learning curve aspect here as well. And when both yourself and Mike were scaling towards acquisition, what were some of the more profound learning curves that you guys have experienced along the way, and what ensued as a result of those learning curves? And like, how did you guys manage to get around and navigate?
I think resourcing, without a doubt, is the hardest thing. Well, at least for me, I found that to be, quite a challenge. Yes. I think most people probably think, I can hire like a gun team. I can hire awesome staff. I mean, you guys do recruitment all the time, right? There's a reason why you guys as a business exist, because it's significantly harder than what you think. And as I said, it's like bit of chili. I think the other thing, as I said, is understanding all your numbers, like inside and out, because that's how you understand, which levers to pull, and understanding
what's going to get the return for you guys as well.
Make how to grow it. Sometimes you go, okay, cool. Well, we had specific times when we wanted to push certain products because we realized that was a lot more profitable than something else.
Yes. Yeah. Understood. I managed to get that one down quickly then. I thought I better concentrate on what you were saying. That's hurting, that one. I'll give it that. I don't often get the burn on this one, mate. I have to say.
We're on the home stretch now.
We are on the home stretch, and this one's a crescendo. So you administer your one. Let's see how much you go, and I'll match you.
Oh, all right. It's the final dab.
It is. In essence, it is. So
should I have a bite now, or
have a bite now, mate. Get it going.
It's pretty saucy.
You've got a bit more time on your hands right now than what you would have over previous 9 years, for example. What is it that you're busy doing with? You've got Breast Media, you've got Bump Shoes. What is it that's keeping you busy at the moment? What's next?
So I've got Breast Media, which I've been working on since 2012, focused on app marketing, Android and iPhone apps.
Yes.
Then we got Bump Shoes, it does custom shoe printing.
Please tell everyone what Bump Shoes is. Yeah, absolutely, this is cool.
Yeah, so we custom print on any Converse shoes, and then we also have our own branded range of infant shoes as well. So,
and what is that web link to that one?
Bumpshoes.com. So we have a customizer on there. You can go on and add anything you like, and then we also have a whole bunch of pre-made designs too. So Christmas is coming up, and now's the time to purchase some.
Miscellaneous questions for you. Have your final bite. I'm going to give you celebrity names. I want the first word or words or sentence, phrase, whatever it is, that comes into your head with association of these people. Name one is Elon Musk.
SpaceX.
Okay. Kanye West.
Do you know I need to elaborate on a single word? Or Kanye West. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is the Yeezus album. Yep. But then I also, at Coachella last year, we went to the Sunday service, which Kanye hosted, which was a pretty cool experience.
Final one, Trump.
Oh, interesting. Look, I think Trump is an excellent businessman. Yeah. In a sense that if you look at the way that he's approached his presidential run as you would a business, and being very tactical about it. Whether that's a good trait as a president, I don't necessarily think so, but it's good that he has transitioned out of a presidential role.
Again, that one's got under my tongue. Thank you very much. This is the first time in about 25 episodes that I've done that I've actually suffered this much with it getting under my tongue.
Yeah, I'm definitely, eyes are starting to water now. And
Nick, what have you done to me, mate? I'm about to cry. Nic Blair, thank you for making it along. JDP's Questions, Wings and Things. We shall see you guys next week. Take care.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. It's the most I've suffered. The last two right on my tongue.